I'm just out here prepping more material for the roof raise. We've already raised the roof, but I want to show you guys something extremely important when it comes to welding, because I've watched a lot of Skoolie videos where people did not do this, and as someone who has worked with metal in a truck shop, it's a little scary. Let me show you. So right now what I'm doing is I'm taking the time to grind the mill scale off of this steel tubing. You can't always see it in all of the angles, but basically this black stuff on the steel is a skinning coating called mill scale, and you want to grind it off as best as you can. A grinder, personally I actually found a flap wheel was better than a sanding pad, but see how this side, how it's not shiny, and this side is. You don't want to be welding on the mill scale. I'll also show you over here. Now this stuff is not mill scale, it's actually called galvanized steel or zinc or galv or whatever you want to call it. So take this steel tubing for example, right? Where we did the welds, we already ground down the mill scale off, but now we need to take the galv, which is zinc, off of this hat channel. Here's a good example. It rained since we prepped this, so it's starting to flash rust a little bit, but you can see this is the base galv, you know, like that. The back there is base galv. Then you have this whole line is dark gray, and then just beyond it, that little bit further, is a lighter, even lighter gray. There's dark gray, light gray. You want to make sure you're getting it real dark gray, not this light gray, because that's still galv. And it's very important when you're welding, because I've seen people weld just straight onto paint, and when you do that, you're not able to get a strong enough weld. And so that's scary, because you know, I don't know how good of how strong that's gonna hold, because you're gonna get porosity, which is like little bubbles, or the weld's not going to grab enough. So it's really important that you're always taking the mill scale and galv off before you weld. What I learned at work is welding, when it comes to welding, it is 90% prep, 10% actually welding. I love welding. I don't love prep work so much, but I want to build things strong and safe, so you got to do the prep work, and it's just what it is. 90% prep, 10% welding.